Welcome to part 70 of Legend of Dragoon. In the last episode, we've explored, well, most of the bottom half of Cashmere Glacier. Now it's time for us to deal with the boss himself here. One of them, anyway. First of all, this boss right here. Sure enough, there's a monster in the vicinity. What? You heard me, there was a monster in the vicinity. Anyway, Congo feels monster angry about we entered here. I can't imagine what they're thinking to live in such a cold place. Monster don't know coldness. Monster only knows to kill. It wants to kill us. No shit, Miranda. Thank you, but no thank you. Here it comes. And we will fight. Trust me. Because after this, we'll be going into yet another boss battle. But for now, let's focus on the one on hand. Wendigo. Magically, this thing is not that strong. Physically, it can really hurt. First of all, we're going to use some magic on him because his magic defense is pretty darn low. Now, physical-wise, he's not that strong. Okay, maybe let me rephrase it. Physical-wise, he is that strong. But see, Albert is using Gust of Wind's dance, so that's gonna take a good chunk of help. He has about 7,000 HP. But let's be honest, people. I just came out of a battle anyway, so Albert is already badly damaged. So, yeah, that's pretty much why Albert is kneeling right now. Let's be honest. Once you get into Dragoon form, this guy is nothing. Speaking of which, let's do that right now. The Wendigo is actually a water-based enemy, even though it doesn't look it in my resolution. It is indeed a water-based enemy. And it is extremely weak to fire. I don't know why I waited a turn to do this, but better later. Quite frankly, Dragoon form, especially at level 5 by the time he gets here, will definitely wreck this guy's world. Oh, don't believe me? How about I send the Red Dragon, or better yet, get a free edition? At least I don't worry about Dragoon editions when I'm using a Dragoon field. Excuse me. But while in Dragoon form, your Dragoons basically will reduce the damage this guy deals you. Normally he deals like 500 or 600 when using that claw. This only deal about 122. Maybe it has a lot to do with the fact that Dart is at my level 30. That has a lot to do with it. Oh hey, Rose learned a new technique. So let's show it off, shall we? Introducing the Dark Dragon. And let's put it to you like this. If Wendigo was a holy monster, this battle would be over by now. Unfortunately, it's only water, so it'll take a good chunk of damage. But this dragon is pretty darn cool. And yes, it did take a good chunk of damage. So far, it took out like 2,400 so far. More than that, actually. Have the ultimate war god and magic ring on him. So Albert's not going to do as much as he did when he fought against the Super Vermin. all, if you just spam the Dragoon magic or the Dragoon attacks and just spam magic on him, the Wendigo will count pretty damn easily. So long as Dart is the one that actually starts the Dragoon field. If it's anyone else, well, you get the idea. Preferably, so long as it's filled up, Dart does more damage. That's what I think. Somebody may correct me in the comments, but yeah, Dart's attacks will do more damage. Oh, and by the way, almost forgot. If there was anyone that he would have actually done the most, that a Wendigo would have actually done the most damage to, outside of Dragoon, it would probably be Dart, and I missed the Dragoon attack. Doggone it. He would more than likely be a danger to Dart than what he would for anybody else. Sorry to sound like I'm contradicting myself, but yes, he is a really easy boss. The only thing is, it's best to get Dart as soon as humanly possible, because if you don't, you'll be seeing Dart take a lot of damage. And that's due to the fact that Dart is Dart is a fire type, and Wendigo is a water type, and Wendigo normally spams water type attacks. As such, Dart will get hurt more than Albert. That, and it has a lot to do with the fact that I didn't put on a Sage's robe for Albert, which I'm going to do before I continue. Nonetheless, I'm contemplating on what should I do to him. Ah, screw it. Red-Eyed Dragon just for the win. Just because I do it. And let's be honest, with this field, this dragon is going to do much more damage than what it would in any other field, or without a field on. So, take that! You know what? That's the highest amount of damage I've done to anybody in this playthrough. 2,500. Good lord, and it's in yellow. So, basically, things is actually going pretty good. Why not use an Astro Drain while I'm at it? But for the most part, if Rose is not to your liking, you can use Meru or Miranda. Although I recommend not using Miranda unless you really want to have her in your party, so you can increase her health or HP. No, not increase her health or HP. I meant her level. Yes, she can increase her level so she can be evenly matched with everyone else. Otherwise, you could also bring Miranda for healing. Although Meru will reduce the damage from all the water attacks that's being thrown by the Wendigo. Physical-wise, unless she's in Dragoon, Meru would be destroyed. Anyway, I'm going to try to wrap this up as quickly as humanly possible. And let's be honest, people. Enjoy this while you still can. Well, I'll be able to use Dragoon in the next fight. However, if you aren't properly equipped for that, well, you're gonna suffer the consequences. Oh, sorry about that. I accidentally hit my mic. But just in case, Albert has a Dragoon and Rose and Dart pretty much... Rose and Dart, or Rose and... No, and darn whoever else, basically. If they run out of items and stuff like that, you can use Albert's Roadstorm to pretty much reduce the damage. Again, this is one fight you do not want to bring Kongo in. If anything, Kongo would probably die from the magic alone. If it was physicals, oh, Kongo would rip this guy apart. Just by additions alone. Well, yeah, that is what it is. Basically just by additions alone. But magically, he's not that strong. However, Wendigo will use the chances to hit people with magic, and Kongo will drop easily. Hashel has a better chance of surviving than Kongo if you're gonna bring somebody other than Albert. For the most part, if you really want to get into a drag down slugfest with Kongo, do it with people that are absolutely slow and weak. And have a wind-based attributes. Excuse me. Oh wait, that's right, I just thought about it. All the wind-based attribute enemies that we fought were in Chapter 1, and by then, Kongo was an enemy. So it's going to be a while before we even have any wind-based enemies. But nonetheless, Wendigo is down. And my god, that was quick. And I got a brass knuckle for it. Well, that's a lot of leveling. We barely defeated. Thanks to that, I got warm up. Hurry up! We're moving on. The Tower of Lando's back there. Yeah, I'm not taking orders from you, bitch. Instead, I am just going to head on back to the save point. Or better yet, I'm gonna try to get that item. Yeah, that's right. The last part of this part is gonna be me getting this item. Because I can. Then again, I'm gonna have to restock on all items. Because in the next episode, I'm gonna have myself one hell of a beatdown. I mean, one hell of a fun fight, actually. Compared to the other fights that I've actually faced, the next episode's fights is gonna be pretty fun. I may not sound like I'm having fun because at the time of this recording, I'm recording this at midnight. But, past me, keep going. I'm gonna head over to the save point. Let me get down there. Imbecile. Anyway, I'm gonna head over to the save point and I'm going to call it a game. Most definitely. Well, that is if I actually get to the right location without getting into a random encounter, but nonetheless. I will see you guys in part 79 when we have our throwdown with Lloyd and finally get our revenge for all the crap that he put us through in the last 2 chapters as well as this one. And get our revenge for him screwing over as far as the Divine Dragon is concerned. Seriously, that guy is a kill-stealing bastard. Ugh. No matter. Then again, he stole 2 kills from me. Because of the younger Bartle